Without notes. You're perfect, you're beautiful, you look like Linda Eliminated, you're... Wait. What? Too soon? Ooh. Girl, it's the Kiki. The house don't work. Yes! Girl, bye. All shade. Girl, the library is open. Reading is fundamental. Hello everybody, hope you're very well indeed. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris. If you are new, hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much. Ta! So we are here to talk about RuPaul's Drag Race Season 9 episode, I don't even know anymore, 9 I think, or 8? 9. By the way, for reference, episode 9 of season 8, I believe was the top 4. Am I wrong? Because I know that episode 8 was the paper challenge, and I think after that was the last 4, wasn't it? So yeah, like this time last year, we were like done. And we're not done, so thank the Ru gods that the drag race is still going on. The drag race, oh my god, I think I've just aged about 14 decades. Anyway, we're here to talk about the latest episode. So I don't have any notes because let's be really real here. There is only one thing to talk about in this episode, and girl, we're gon' talk, okay? So, massive spoiler alert, if you have not seen this episode yet, feel free to pause the video, but make sure you come back, because quite frankly, I need the views. But, okay, brace yourself, bracing, are you braced? Because I'm about to say it, okay? Spoiler, I'm about to say it. The thing that we didn't think would ever happen has happened. Spoiler alert, this is your last chance. Valentina is eliminated. What the shit? I am so hashtag done. Like done. So let's talk. Okay, so I don't really care about the rest of the episode, if I'm going to be really honest with you, and I think you don't care either. Let's, for the sake of formality, let's just go through it. So the girls have to do this pilot TV show thing, which I think is a really good concept. I kind of hope they do it again at some point. Shay and Sasha kill it. Like, as always, but again, like, they keep getting paired up, and I'm just like, kind of like, do you want to like show some versatility? Their one was very funny, like 70s, 80s kind of throwback cliche and that kind of thing. The Mary Mother of Gay was hilarious. Trinity has totally like solidified herself for me as like, such a funny queen. I've said before in the Kiki that her sense of humour really appeals to me, and this one where she's playing Reverend, or Doctor, was it in the nun, Mary Kunt, the way she executed it was just exceptionally funny, and I think those two had very good concepts for their show, so yeah, ultimately they were always going to do well. Nina and Valentina, though, they were not prepared, they did not have a solid idea, and they went into the challenge very much on the back foot. Now, although their improv was very funny, it wasn't as cohesive in terms of a storyline as the others, and it kind of made them look bad. Speaking of looking bad, that moment half an hour into rimming and Trade asks you if you're alright and you pull this face. Ew. But anyway, I mean, I found that their back and forth was very funny, and as did the Michelle and Carson, but for the most part, when if no one else was prepared, then they probably would have been fine. But the fact is that all the other teams were very prepared, and it just made them look real bad. So we get to the main stage. Club Kid Couture, darling, blah blah blah. Valentina's look was more couture than Club Kid, but okay, whatever, I'm ready to let it go because it's Valentina, your smile is beautiful. I think her downfall was that you couldn't see her smile under the mask. If she'd have just smiled the whole way down the runway, then she probably would have been safe. Because according to Aj's theory, which is a scientifically backed theory, the more you smile and the more you look like Linda Evangelista, the more likely you are to make it to the top 3. So yeah, some like good looks like Shay, Sasha, Trinity, Peppermint, fabulous. And critique, blah blah blah. And then we get to the crux of the matter, the reason that we're all here. We need to talk. Valentina and Nina fall into the bottom 2. Who was sent home last week? And by whom? Oh, it was by Alexis, wasn't it? So they start the lip sync and Valentina is still wearing her mask. Everyone's saying they think it's because that she didn't know the words, but I have a different theory. I think that she liked the look so much that she wants to wear it so that she could be her new like grinder profile picture. So then she can like put in the things underneath, mask for mask. It was a long way to go for that joke, but I think it was worth it. So yeah, basically, Valentina leaves the mask on and she's like pointing and doing some shimmying and she's not even like barely dancing, and Nina's like pissing all over the stage. Sploosh! So then, drama. RuPaul stops the lip sync. I think it's the first time that's ever happened. And is like, bitch, what you doing? Take the mask off. Take that thing off your mouth. Which is a bit like, oh girl, this shit's getting real. And Valentina retorts like, I'd like to keep it on, please. I'm having Pearl flashbacks. Is there something on my face? And so Ru like lays into Valentina, is like, it's a lip sync for the life. What part of that do you not understand? So Valentina takes it off, and you know, you can see that she's visibly shaken at this point. You know, she wasn't expecting to be in the bottom two. I think she has like gone into her little dark place, and you can see that she's struggling. There's a moment just as the lip sync restarts where you can see in her eyes, just before she like turns around, she looks like she's about to cry. And you know, my heart goes out to her, but ultimately, you know, she don't know the words. She has said since that she actually did not know the words, and although she was like in a dark place, she hadn't prepared properly, which, you know, like, sorry, you're in the Olympics of drag, you need to know the lip sync, like, you need to be like on your A game. They start all over again. Nina is serving, lots of Vogue. I think this is the second time Nina's been in the bottom two. And Valentina is just floundering, and it is just painful to watch, and she doesn't know the words, and she's barely doing anything. And, you know, it's weird because, like, she's been so strong the whole competition, and we all thought that Charlie was going to be the one out of the whole season who had the worst lip sync. But I'm not being funny, at least Charlie knew the words. I love Valentina so much. Like, girl, if you're watching, love you. Just keep doing you. But, it was just horrible. It was so painful. It was such a shame to see such a talented queen kind of just crumble before your eyes. But unfortunately, that's the power that Drag Race can yield. So when it comes down to it, Ru has to send someone home, and obviously he sends Valentina home, and he's like, girl, I thought you had it in you to go all the way. Now sashay away. And it was like, you could tell there was genuine disappointment there in Ru's voice. But either way, when it comes down to it, Valentina was not prepared, and you have to be in this competition. You know, she's gracious and mature enough to be able to say, look, I put my hands up, I didn't know what I was doing, and I was wrong, and, you know, I kind of deserved to go home for it. And I, unfortunately, am tempted to agree with her. So, as much as it is painful to see one of your favourites, because Valentina so grew on me. I was not featuring her in the Meet the Queens and at the beginning, and then suddenly I was like, bitch knows what she's doing. I'm going to watch her. So I'm very upset that I'm not going to see anything more of her from the show, but obviously she's going to have a huge career ahead of her. So, like, she's going to be fine, guys. So then we move on to the fact that all the Valentina stans... By the way, who is Stan? Where did this come from? All the Valentina stans are freaking the shit out. And I'm like, you need to calm down. You need to take a sip, sit down, take a chill pill, and calm down. She hasn't died. She's just left the competition that was filmed like almost a year ago. She's over it. The other queens are over it. The thing is though, a lot of them are now starting to come for RuPaul herself, and it's like, girl, do you not realise that this show wouldn't exist if it wasn't for RuPaul? Like, I'm really sorry that your favourite didn't go through, or win, or whatever, but like, you can't deny, this wasn't a case of shady editing, this was not a case of, you know, unfairness. She didn't know her shit. I'm really sorry about it, and it is really upsetting, but the person you should be upset with is Valentina, not anyone else. I am really bored of when people are angry and frustrated at someone or something, and they don't know why, so they displace it onto someone else. You know, as someone that works at front of house of a gym, when something goes wrong, I hear about it, even though I have literally nothing to do with it, but they're frustrated and they need to express themselves, and I'm the only thing available. And I think this is kind of the same principle, that people are like, I don't want Valentina to go home, I'm really unhappy, I'm really upset, so where can I send this anger? When in fact, you know, they just send it off to, like, you know, Ru or Michelle or, you know, the other queens. Like, Alexis is getting a lot of shit at the moment because they're like, you should have been in the bottom two, not Valentina. I'm like, girl, you need, like, just, you know, it's just so frustrating because, like, it's not the end of the world. It's a shame, but it ain't the end of the world. So that's, like, really my thoughts on the matter. As I say, I didn't want to go into too much depth of this one because ultimately this episode was dominated by the fact that Valentina went home. You know, everything else pales into insignificance because this was huge. This was one of the biggest eliminations and biggest shockers we've had in Drag Race in a long time. Off the top of my head, I think the last big shock we had like this was when Katya was sent home, because no one was expecting that. Or maybe when Trixie was sent home. you know, instead of Pearl, you know, that whole thing really kicked off. Actually, you know what is also quite big was that when Acid Betty went home in season 8, I'm still not over that, and I still call bullshit on that. So, because I don't think she should have gone home. TBH. So anyway, yeah, that's the episode. What did you guys think? You know, are you okay with Valentina leaving? Are you, like, happy to see her go because you didn't like her? Or are you still really angry? Or what's the tea? What's the ish? Because I want to know, so let's talk. Also, who do you think now is going to be top 3? Because I think everyone had, like, you know, written in stone that Valentina was going to be top 3, and then it's like, who's going to fight to fill the other spots? Personally, now, I think the top 3 is going to be Trinity, Shay, and Sasha, just because they have proven themselves to be incredibly strong. But I do think that there is still room for some of them to stumble, and that one of the other queens could sort of like, you know, really get their shit together and say, you know what, I'm gonna do me and turn the shit out and get into the top 3. So it's gonna be an interesting one, but yeah, let me know your thoughts on the top 3 as well. But yeah, any kind of comments, feedback, just whatever, drop them in the comments below. And also, like, you know, praise be that this has gone up earlier than like Wednesday after the show has aired. I mean, I've been away all weekend and I've been working a lot, and then today, like, you know, I've actually had a day off and I'm like, okay, let's just like film this shit. So, as I say, yeah, hopefully you like it, that it's come out sooner. If you do, drop me a thumbs up, because I have tried so hard. But yes, until next time, guys, be good, be safe, keep out of trouble, stay fabulous. Please make sure that you are subscribed and that you follow me on social media and all that other jazz. But yeah, until next time, be good, be safe, keep out of trouble, stay fabulous, stay fierce, all that lovely stuff. And I will see you guys later. Take care, love you, bye. Mwah. Bye! So it is the RuPaul roast, and I don't know about you, but I know I enjoy a thorough good roast on a Sunday afternoon. I'm talking about dinner. You're a pervert.